We are not in the business of telling anyone they have a problem with drugs or alcohol. The young woman you're about to meet had to come to that realization on her own. It was her decision to share what happened to her with you.
I felt more trapped. Like, I didn't want to die, but I didn't want to live. It's kind of like caught in the middle. I don't know, from where I started from, like, it's just like in a glimpse, it's just like, all right, I started in a poor neighborhood, I've been homeless with my family, like, I've been raped, I've been molested, like, shit's happened to me, I've lost people, like, I've gained people. I've raised myself for a couple of years when my mom had cancer and my mom was working all the time, like, I mean, I just had to be strong from an early age. That's just kind of like how it was built, you know, like from the point of 10 years old, my childhood was over. And every time there was a situation, I just bolted. Like, I just felt like, okay, you know what? Gone. Not here anymore. I could change this. I could start over, fresh slate. And I've moved around so many times, it's ridiculous. I'm almost 22. I've moved around 21 times. So that's almost like once every year I lived. But a lot of the moving had been a part of my using, like in the brink of it, like within the point of 18 to 21, that's where a lot of the moving was. Just me being everywhere, trying to stay off the street. I was kind of like in a cell, you know, just thinking my life was over. And it was my rock bottom for me because I realized like through the drugs and everything, like the people I hung out with led me here, you know, like if I'm going to keep using the drugs, if I'm going to keep doing that, I'm going to be around those people and in those situations, and I just never want to feel that way again. Never want to feel that fear that I felt in those days. I first came here not really knowing why I came here. Kind of just put here. But I guess how they help me. There's actually people that are genuine. There's actually people that care. And I've never seen that. I've never met people like that. And it's a little weird for me right now. But it takes some getting used to. But it's a strange feeling. But it's just a lot better brand of people than I've been around. Like in my using and in my drinking, just throughout my whole life. Just like the attitudes of the people wasn't like, you're gonna do what we say. This is, you know, it was more like, if you have the willingness to do this, you know, if you're willing to go at any length to do this, if you don't want to be in that dark place, if you want to come out, if you want to, like, you know, have freedom, have this peace that you've never experienced, that's up to you. It's not like it got shoved down my throat. And that would have turned me off right away. But I've stopped running because you can't run. It's everywhere you go, it's going to be there. Everywhere you go, it's going to be the same thing. And, you know, the best you could do is turn around and face it. It's not easier. It's harder, but it's worth it. And I feel a lot more free. I don't feel so trapped. I don't feel like I have to do the drugs in order to get by. I don't have that worry. I don't have those fears that I had anymore. That's kind of been like taken from me. And all this is kind of like new to me. But it's a hell of a lot better than anything that's happened in my life. And, you know, I'm one of those people who say, oh, I've faced my problems, I've done that, I've done this, but looking back, I guess I have run from a lot of things. When I start to get uncomfortable, I run. But this time I didn't, and I'm glad that I didn't.
The young woman you just met offered to share her story with you in hopes that it would be helpful to you or someone you know. If you think that you or someone you know might have a problem with drugs and/or alcohol, a good next step might be for you to give us a call.